I always thought that I would coach women. I mean, I am a woman, and my introduction to coaching introduced me to a lot of societal and cultural conditioning that myself and a lot of other women have internalized. It just seemed like the natural path. So I did. I started coaching women, but I also started to get calls from men. And I took on a few men as clients. And what I did is I started to really listen to what they were telling me. What I heard was not only surprising, it made me think about things in a whole new way. What shocked me was the way that the men reaching out to me for support had felt attacked or villainized in prior coaching or therapy. I just couldn't imagine a therapist laying the blame solely on the shoulders of a man. So I started talking to more therapists and to coaches and trying to figure out what was really going on. And I stepped into this whole underbelly of the personal growth world where there's a really nasty twist. In order to empower women on their own personal growth journeys, so many programs, coaches, and therapists are labeling men as a problem, as an enemy to be overcome, as an experience to be recovered from, or as a bad guy to be re educated. But I'm not buying this story. I believe we can empower one group of people without marginalizing another. And in fact, if we want to live in a healthier, happier society, I believe we have to learn to do this. What I see happening to men during couples therapy and in the divorce process is akin to what I see happening across our nation when it comes to issues of race, gender, and politics. In order to empower one group, we are viciously attacking another, but you cannot hate hard enough to create love. We don't need to see one another as victims and villains. What we need is to see one another as human beings. And that journey starts with humanizing ourselves. Men are not the villains in divorce. They are human beings with human hearts and human brains. Most often, they are in pain. They are struggling with emotions that are frightening at best and intolerable at worst. They feel shame and regret. They want love and they want stability and they want to know that they are worthy of both. Insisting that a man is anything less than that, or that he is anything more malicious than that, it's not helping men, and it is certainly not helping women. But there's a catch. Before we can change the way that the personal growth community sees men, or that the divorce process treats men, before we can change the way that women look at men, we have to change the way men look at themselves to help men break free from that internalized messaging that says, you're bad, you're wrong, you're broken. That's why I created Better Beyond Divorce. This coaching program is designed to help men handle those unbearable emotions, make sense of what's happened in their relationships, and most of all, to discover within themselves the depths of their own humanity. We don't need victims and villains, we need people. So it's time to shine the light onto the dark places that we perceive within ourselves and within other people. And I can tell you from experience that when you do that, what you find isn't nearly as bad as you're afraid it might be. If you'd like to learn more, or if you'd like to join me in Better Beyond Divorce, leave me a note in the comments or reach out to me directly by email. My email is Rachael at rachelsloancoaching.com.